When I found out that my son had a diagnosis that would impact his school, that made me felt a bit nervous and scared because I wasn't sure if my son would be able to be who or what he wants to grow up to be. I felt like he would not be able to get the education that he needed, and any support that he would need to be successful would be denied. When I found out from the doctor about his diagnosis, I was not informed about what my son needed for his future, whereas school or education was concerned. When I was looking for answers for my son pertaining to anything that would help him in his school, I talked with other mothers who had a little bit of information to share, which I was very grateful for, and that gave me a start. So I used that information and I put it into action, and I found out about a 504 plan. So I followed up with the school and I was able to get that plan going for my son. That 504 plan gave him extra time and extra time to focus, extra time for completion of work, and if he needed accommodations for doing a test or tests, if he wanted to have a room by himself, he was able to have that. So that worked really well for him. Yes, there were differences within that time period. As a matter of fact, I thought I had it down path with the information that I had at that time, and I thought things were working really well at that time. But the difference came when I found out about the passport for education, because the passport for education had more direct, um, it was much more structured and much more simpler. Um, on a step-by-step basis, it gave me information as to where to start, what to do, what my son needed, how to go about. That was really helpful for me. So there was a big difference. My son is now in college, and his 504 plan is going to follow him through college until he graduates. So all of the accommodations that my son needs, I already have, I am the voice for my son. I am the one that he depends on verbally, physically. I go out and I advocate for my son. I do whatever I have to do. And a lot of it is what I'm learning from the passport to education. The little that I knew before and what I know now is a huge, huge difference. And I have to say that I'm very grateful that I found out about the passport to education. He has details in school, the disability office that has been held for him. So in terms of his accommodations, what he's entitled to, so that whenever the moment or the time comes up for whatever he needs more than he needs now, it's already in place. all he has to do is get documentation from the Office of Disabilities to give to his professor in his college, and he would be able to get what is due him. And I am very secured and happy, and I feel very, very relieved by what he now has in place.